Hello, Swapnaji. How are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm good. What about you?
Actually, I am pretty well and I am healthy today. I am too much excited to start our today's topic because
Okay,
today's topic is too much best like positive thinking, and seriously, I like this topic. So, are you ready to practice?
okay. Yes, today's topic is very inspiring. I'm ready.
Our today's topic is positive thinking. So maybe like you also like it, positive thinking, and
Yes,
so yes, we know very well like positive thinking is too much important in our life. But first of all,
yes.
I want to know like why positive thinking is important. And first of all, you tell me like what is positive thinking. After that, after then like we discuss about why positive thinking is important. So first of all, tell me like what is positive thinking?
Positive thinking, according to me, that is a way of thinking, or we can say that a module of thinking. Like everyone has two type of mindset, like
Okay.
negative or positive. So
Hmm.
positive thinking, it means always prefer or pressurize for finding solution or good things in our life rather than problems, negativity, or difficulties. So positive thinking, it means always finding or feeling for good things or good habits.
Okay, positive thinking means like we can say
Yes,
it is a totally our mindset. What we are thinking in our mindset, positive or negative. If
yes,
we think always in a positive way, then we think always we focus on a solutions. We focus on a hope. So it is a positive thinking instead of like problems. So it is a positive thinking. Our next question is like why positive thinking important in our life?
as I told you earlier, that everyone has a different type of mindset, and nowadays you can see that everyone is facing a lot of problems or a lot of challenges. At
Hmm.
that situation, only like one thing can help us to remove that fear or remove that problem is mindset. It
Hmm.
depends on us, like how we thinking, positive or negative. When we think negative, our mind is working like that for negative things. Like for negative, if I say a negative word, like I can't do this work, I can't do that work, so at the time period, our mind is processing for bad things, or bad things will be happen automatically. But
Hmm.
if we think like positive or good words, so our mind is processing in a positive way. So
Okay.
that's why positive thinking plays a very big or crucial role in our life. Yes,
Okay. Okay, great. So same the answer like we can say like positive thinking in our life it is too much important because it's like problems is temporary and every person's life comes problems every day. There are many different types of problems. If we are doing job, then our problems is different. If we are student, then our problem is like
yes,
related to learn, get marks day by day, every day, score high. So every have different problems. Parents have different problem, financial
yes,
to related and different. Like we can say problems are temporary in humans life, and every person's life comes problems. But important is how we deal with the problems.
yes,
So if we think always positive, then we can solve easily
yes,
problems. Like yes, like we focus on the solutions and we can solve all the problems easily. And if we think in a positive, then our health is also live healthy. Like we don't take any stress, depressions, or like anxiety feel. If we live healthy, then we are able to solve all the problems,
yes,
and we can deal all the problem very easily. So that's why we can say positive thinking is too much important. And if we live always positive, then our all the surround persons also is a positive, and we can
yes,
lead all the persons very easily, and all the persons like attract us very easily because we are positive, and our affirmations and our energy is positive, and
yes.
like all the persons feel better with us. So it is a good point in a positive person.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are totally right.
Okay, so next question is like every person want to become a positive person, but we are not able to become a positive person. Like, what is the main factor that affect
Okay.
us to not become a...
Firstly, the main reason is our expectation. So first reason is our expectation. When we starting to feel, or if we are not positive, but
Okay.
we starting to do acting like, yes, I have positive attitude, I am very positive person. So at that time period, our expectation that if I feel positive, so every of my problem will be happened in good way within seconds, within days or months. And
Okay.
after some times or some months, we are not doing that work with consistently for our
Hmm.
target, for our work, and at that time period we are starting again thinking like demotivating, negative. So that's the main reason our expectations are always on peak level
Okay.
rather than reality.
Okay.
Yes.
So only one reason or other
Yes,
reason?
positive thinking, yes, according to me, like positive thinking doesn't mean that problem will be solved in a second, but maybe that main reason is one, according to me.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Only expectations, but according to me, expectation is good thing in our life. If we think too much big, then it is a good thing. Like
yes,
other factor.
but according to our expectation, we are not consistent, we are not with that discipline.
Hmm.
So it that hurts most, and at the end always we are blaming on that thing that
Hmm.
it's not happening with positive attitude, or positive thinking is just for like blah 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 at that point of view.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, okay, okay. Maybe you want to say, like, we think always too much bigger, but we are not doing in actions practically in our life. We are always sleeping
yes,
and we thinking too much bigger.
yes,
Like, I want to achieve this thing, I want to achieve,
yes.
I will achieve this thing, but I am
Hmm.
not working for the this goal. So
With
maybe you...
yes, with
Yes,
consistency
yes,
or
and
with discipline.
yes.
That's my way.
And second thing, like, we are
Mhm.
not hard worker. If we are hard worker, then we can do everything. Second is hard worker,
Hmm.
and third is like our maybe environment. Because if we have because my question is like,
Yes,
what factor affect us to not become a positive person. So our environment also, like, if our environment is negative persons, then we cannot become a positive person, because our environment is affect us too much. If we have a positive person, then we always be a positive person, positive. So like, fourth thing, what we learn every day in our life. If we are watching every day like serials sas bahu, then they are always quarreling to each other, so we always learn quarreling to
yes.
related. But if we are watching like different
Hmm.
go to related any serials or good serials that help us to learn something new,
Mm.
like Chanakya is also good. All the like go to related
Yeah,
spiritual is also like good. So if we are watching good thing, if we are gain knowledge in a positive way, then it is also like too much big factor. And other thing, like what we are thinking always. If we think always in a negative, then we become a negative person. If we think always positive, then we become a positive person. So main thing is like what we are gain in our life. If we are gain in our life positive, then we always think in positive. But if we are gain negative, then we think in a negative every time. So that factor are a factor in our life to not become a positive person.
yes,
So
got it.
same the questions I ask you in a opposite way. Like, what is the like a persons want to become a positive person. So how we can become a positive person, sir?
Okay. So, firstly, as you know that everyone is like what happening with us in our life, we are always complaining about what we have. We are
Okay.
always complaining that why we don't have that much kind of good environment, why we have like why don't we have that much kind of good friend circle,
Okay.
that much good parents and all, like
Mm-hmm.
all things. So what we can, we should start like thankful for small and for small little good things,
Hmm.
like we should start our morning with gratitude, you can say, and I applied in my life, and
Okay.
it's really helpful for me. Like
Okay.
gratitude for little bit things, like for food, when we start our meal, breakfast, or other thing, we should feel gratitude for our mother, because she is making food for us with with lots of love or
Yes.
emotions. So
Yes.
we should feel grateful for her and other, for everything, like for our house and everything. If we feel grateful, so
Hmm.
automatically our mind become very, our thoughts and our mind become clear, and our decision always become stronger or in a positive way. So
Hmm.
first thing is that, like, feel gratitude. And if we are facing like every kind of problem, so instead of keeping crying and instead of overthinking, when we overthink, what will happen? Even I am facing the same thing, I am thinking too much about that problem in a negative way, but after some time what will happen? Nothing. So we should start like, instead of crying and overthinking, we should start thinking in positive way in to find a solution, what these things we can do. And as
Okay.
you told, like surroundings is also important, and connected with spirituality, connected with knowledgeable things is also a way for keeping forwarding, like in positive things.
You are you are telling me all the completely right. Like first of all, like I want to know, like what type of gratitude like you are used in your life. Can you tell me like proper gratitude like that you are used in the morning?
Firstly, as I told you earlier, for food,
Okay.
in these days especially, I always before starting my breakfast or food, I always say thanks to God, and second thanks to my mom. Not directly in front of her, but
Okay.
indirectly in my mind, you can say. And
Hmm.
in the morning, when I start my morning, when I got up, first thing I prefer to do, like remember to good God and thankful to the God for giving me this day. And I always make a wish, like I have to do this work I decided in my mind, not in like notebook or any kind of things, but I decided, and feel gratitude for them. And before sleeping in the night time, I always remember same thing like God. And I in these days I remembering my day, like what I do and in the daytime, and which things I can replace with my bad things in converting good things. So this kind of gratitude I am doing in these days.
How long have been you using this gratitude in your life?
August, from August, mid of July, when I started my English spoken, like learning English spoken.
Okay. And do you feel results in your life?
Yes,
What type of result can you
yes,
explain me?
yes. I feel a lot of results. What, like in initially days when I do this kind of things, it was feeling so boring, and it was feeling like I am do very overacting and all, because I was
Okay.
not habitual of that kind of things. But
Okay.
gradually, when I started to practicing, in starting I were only pretending to thankful God and all things. But with the practicing, I like I'm feeling very good, or
Okay.
a ultimate happiness within my side. I can't even explain in my own words.
Okay.
So it's very beneficial for me.
Great.
And what is happening with me, if I am facing in these days any kind of problem related to my family, related to my finance, related to my work and all, I am always my problems, I am always requesting to God that you have to handle this problem. I don't know anything, you have to handle. I am surrendering in front of God. Yes.
Okay, great, great, great,
Yes.
great. Great. So, like when you surrender yourself to your God, then what happening in your life? I know about your past life. Your past life is completely different, and nowadays. So, what's happening
Yes.
in your life when you surrender? When you surrender to yourself to God? So, what happening in your life? What's
One thing, when I am surrendering to in front of God, at the time period, I'm not thinking about the result,
hmm,
like what will be happen in good or bad. I am just saying to him that you have to handle it. I don't know it is good or bad, but you have
okay,
to handle. If you are doing anything bad, so it's your like uh, योर डिजायर, एक वो बोलते हैं ना कि जो भी कर रहे हो अगर बुरा भी होगा तो आपकी इच्छा से होगा, मतलब इतना हेडेक नहीं रहता उस टाइम पे
okay.
कि ठीक है जो भी हो रहा है वो उनकी मर्जी से हो रहा है, चाहे बुरा हो रहा है अच्छा हो रहा है, वो चीज
Yes,
है। लाइक इतना ओवर थिंकिंग नहीं आती।
yes, I accept everything.
हम्म।
Okay,
यस।
okay.
यस।
Okay, and what type of result you gain in your life after surrendering?
Instead of overthinking,
Hmm.
not completely, I remove my all of the negativity or
Hmm.
all of the overthinking, but yes, little bit I am starting feeling calm
Hmm.
and happy, you can say, with positive smile. So in this type of result I am like feeling in these days in mentally.
Okay.
Mm. And mental health is very important if we are doing something in our life. So
Okay, so nowadays, can you say like I am good and I am too much better than in a past life? Nowadays, can you say?
yes.
Great. So, like, what's God you believe in your like? What's your God? You believe lot of
I believe in Lord Krishna and Radhe Rani.
why? What is the main reason?
Hmm.
Because we have lots of God like Lord Shiva, like we have lots of God, but why did you select only Krishna and Radha? Krishna and Radha.
I don't know why, but
Okay.
when I went sometimes when I went to like that temples, but when I went to Krishna's temple, so I were feeling at the time period I was feeling like a unique or deeply attachment with them. So
Hmm.
that's why I am starting believing on that. That's the main reason.
Okay.
Yes.
What's temple in your seeker or like other temple?
in our in our Sikar city there is a Gopinathji temple is very famous,
Okay.
and like Lord, it's a symbol of Lord Krishna. So
Okay.
when I feel so, always I prefer to go there.
Okay. Do you go every like every time in the temple or one times in a month or two times in a
No,
month?
no, like Sunday, you can say weekend, like Sunday or eka, like on Ekadashi's day I always prefer to go there.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
How far from your home this temple?
Not that much, it takes like 10 minutes only.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Mm,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay, but here is no
Mm,
any temple of the Lord Krishna. But
okay.
I want a temple when I lived in Sri Ganganagar. Then I always went to the temple in Lord Shri Krishna, and I feel too much calm and like seriously too much like better life. But here is no any temple of Lord Krishna. I too much miss. And when seriously when I lived in a Bombay, then. A one night like I missed a lot of Lord Krishna because that day I insulted feel in the company, and then I found a Lord Krishna temple because I wanted a peace like a peaceful energy that always in a Lord Krishna temple. But in all the Bombay I I am not able to find Lord Krishna temple. And that night, like I walked long, like I can say 7 to 8 kilometer or 10 kilometer walk. But any temple, like I asked Lord of every person's Lord Krishna temple and search on the Google map. Like no one Lord Krishna temple in a Bombay. Like seriously, I am too much shocked. I find a like a Shiva God temple, but Lord Krishna no any temple.
Oh God.
If we think always in a negative way, then what happen in our life? Because negative and positive, like it is a two, we can say tires in the train, positive and negative. Because when we think a positive, then obviously like we are not able to think always in a positive. We obviously think in a negative. But when we think in a negative, then what happen in our life?
Like it's compulsory to having a negative thoughts in our life,
Hmm.
because without negative thoughts we can't feel that much energy of feeling positive thoughts like. And if we are feeling any time with negativity, so we are getting stuck day by day in our daily life. We
Okay.
at the time period we are not able to do any single good thing in our life. We are always getting stuck in our study, in our job, even in our family relationship. Like family relationship, I we are starting always starting demotivating with my parents, like not care me, they are not
Hmm.
loving me, and
Hmm.
a lot of things with negative thoughts. A lot of things are coming in our mind in a bad way. If someone is doing positive work for us, at
Hmm.
that time period even we are starting to thinking like in a bad way for them. That's the side effects of negative thinking.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Like we can say like when we are thinking always in a negative way, then we are not accepting all the things in our life. We are blaming to
Mm.
other persons, like all the
Yes.
problems we are blaming to other persons. We not accept like I am wrong. This type like and we always live confused in our life. We have no time. We blame all the
Mhm.
problems for other persons, and we live like sad type, and like we have
Yes.
no any
And the
energy.
biggest reason, what I found the biggest reason, that if we are talking always about in a like about in a bad way, so at that time period no one want to like talk with us. They're
Hmm.
always thinking that how stupid person him or her
Yes.
are, like always thinking about bad things, always
Yes.
complaining about always complaining. So there's that type of things happening with us, because we always want to talk or spend our time that type of person who inspire us, who motivate us, and
Hmm.
we feel positive with that the type of person. So we always
Hmm.
want that type of person in our life.
Yes, because of
Hmm.
we want to live a happiness. We want live every time
Yes.
entertainment. Like always, a persons find a that persons like who are entertaining, who
Hmm.
are like motivation related, who are inspiring. This type we always find a persons because we want to
Hmm.
live happy in our life, not a sad. Because sadness don't like no one person.
Yes. And if a person, he or she has a very good heart, or very good like emotion, but if he or she is talking about reality, about facts, so everyone thinks no, that person is not good, that person is very rude, this
Mhm.
kind of thinking they are.
Okay, so like in your life, like did you see in your life, did you see any persons who is a negative persons in your life, in your past life, any persons?
Okay, to be very honest, my friends are biggest enemy.
Yes.
Like they always like in my school time, I'm not talking about this time period. In
Hmm.
my school time, they always make me feel very uncomfortable about like my like at the time period I was not extrovert. I was good at study, but I was not good at activities. Like
Hmm.
I was not participating in any games, any activities in school programs. So at that time period, they are like they were not motivating me. They were always making me very underconfident, very uncomfortable. That no, you are not doing this kind of things.
Hmm.
You don't have that much potential, you can say.
Hmm.
So school time,
Okay.
I was feeling that. Yes.
Okay. Same the situations I
Now
faced
it's okay. Now,
like
now I have, yes. In this time period, I have that mindset that yes, I have to choose this person and I have to remove this person. So,
yes, yes, I can say like this situation I faced in my life.
mhm.
This situation I faced in my life, in past life, because in a past life, seriously,
Okay.
yes, and like but my question
Mhm.
is different. You told me like a different different questions. I ask you a question. So like in your past life, did you see any persons who is too much negative, too much sadness in your life? Like you are telling your enemy to related. No, I am asking any persons that is like sadness, that always talking negative, like this type persons.
No, I don't saw, like, I didn't see any kind of person in my life apart from me, because
Okay.
I'm the only person uh, who is yes, who is thinking always negative in my own life. So I
Okay.
don't think so apart from me. Yes,
Okay, you can say
to
like
be very honest.
you can say I am also a negative person. Okay.
Yes, but in these days, everything is going with flow.
Yes, I can say like in a past life I'm also a negative person, but nowadays not. Nowadays in a past life not a negative person, but I always thought like why other persons are making fun, and why
Yes,
all the persons are insulted me in
yeah.
in 10th class, till the 10th class. But after 10th class I changed a lot. So these things, because that time because that time my main thing, I don't wanted to spend time with the other friends, because of seriously I am too much serious in the childhood. Like I won't leave alone every time, since childhood, every time, because that time like I focused only money or only my study. I want only topper in the class, and second is I want always in the money, because I told you already sixth class, in the sixth class I started my all the work, and I was too much busy. And in the like childhood life I always focused like on my timing, on the timing. So that's why like they are insulted me, because I don't spend time with my friends. So that's why.
So, can I ask to you a question
Hmm.
related to like
Yes,
as you
yes,
told me,
yes,
like
yes,
you are talking about that always you want to live alone with
yes.
your goals, with your planning.
Hmm.
So, didn't you feel that thing like I'm very boring type of person? Why didn't I making fun or like
Okay.
uh, chilling time with friends?
Yes,
So,
in
how did you overcome?
yes, after before the 10th class I didn't thought this type any thinking, but after 10th after 10th class when I joined when I take a science when I took a science background, then we moved in a city background, and a city like we have not a family. We live alone in the hostel have always like friends, and friends like too much that are crazy type, like in a hostel, like what type of boys lived in a hostel, like
Mhm.
uh, all the uh, uh, we can say all the boys are मतलब एक से बढ़कर एक था वहां पे, तो सारे ऐसे थे. So then I changed a lot in a
Okay.
hostel life, because if I want because I wanted to live in a hostel, and I have no other any options, and then I changed a lot, because without if I live always if I live always in my life, then I always feel boring in a hostel, because we have no one. So then I changed a lot, and then I changed like I make my friends, and I chill time, and I spend the time in every activities, every bad to bad activities. So then I changed a lot.
Got it. So maybe that time was very memorable for you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we can say, because
Got it.
in the 10th class I lived in a home. So in a home we have a lots of security. Uh, we don't need to change. We don't need to change our life. But when we go out of home, then we have no one, our friends or other. If we want to make a friends, then we need to change. We need to spend time. We need something to do, like a bed work. Bed work means chill type with our friends, like sometime
Yes.
unusual activities, so then I changed.